here at Galeria 409 in Brownsville, Texas, where Outernational just performed. Here with us we have Leo, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions about his awesome performance here. Leo, I've been doing a little research about your band, and I wondered why, as a matter of fact, right now when I saw you, I thought, why am I surprised that you're white and not, I don't know, I expected you to be Hispanic or some origin. Of all the social issues that are out there right now, why did you choose immigration to dedicate your music and art to?
Well, we're from New York. We're a band from New York. We're a radical band. Our entire mission as a band, as artists, is to make radical, revolutionary music and art for this generation, for right now. We're trying to fulfill a need. We're trying to influence another generation. We're trying to be the cultural component, or part of the cultural component, to really a revolutionary movement, to really make all the world on all other bases.
And you feel immigration?
Well, and so we made a concept record, which we're promoting now, about the border. Okay, we've always dabbled. We had a song called Que Queremos, we played tonight, it's on the album, it's on vinyl. We've had that song for years, we've always played it, and it's kind of a story about, who feeds who. Who feeds who, right? We got a line, the ones you don't see, the fact to your truth, okay? And so we've always sung that song. And then in 2010, we went to Arizona after they passed SB 1070. We performed at a bunch of protests out there. We played a couple punk rock shows where the audience didn't like us. So they got very upset. We got intense after the shows. And we realized right then this is so important for a band to go out there and say this. It needs to be said. And so we got a little deeper there. We released one song then, Deportees, it's Woody Guthrie cover. We kind of redid it as almost like a corrido.
That's one about that airplane accident.
Yeah, it's an old song. It's been covered dozens of times. It's like in the folk canon, right? It's about an airplane crash in the 40s in California where it was full of migrant workers being deported, and they all died. And the radio named the pilots, the white American guys, and then didn't give any more names. They called them just deportees. They dehumanized them. And so Woody Guthrie wrote the song, and it's as important as ever because they dehumanize daily in this country. And these are the people who provide all the wealth. It's disgusting. It's ironic. It's hypocritical. It's disgusting, right? So we released that song, and then we started really thinking about making a whole record about it, really going deep into the issues. So we recorded it last year, and we just put it out now because it's such an important issue right now. This border is militarized, it's being more intense. States are copying Arizona with their laws, criminalizing racial profiling. To me, it's borderline fascism, where it's the beginning stages. And so we just think it has to be said. That's what we try to do. We try to make radical art to fulfill a need. Me too.
I see that you're on a border tour.
Right.
Why did you select Brownsville? Did you do that specifically to kick off your tour?
Yeah, we very consciously said we want to start at the border. We're doing a lot of border cities. We're doing Laredo, El Paso. We're playing indigenous lands in Arizona, the reservations, in San Diego. We wanted to start at the border.
In the southernmost.
Yeah, the southernmost point. Here we are, basically at the Gulf. The river's right there. It's a beautiful river covered up by this wall, this fenced border wall. So I saw the lights of Mexico earlier.
Your music has gained popularity here.
We'll see you tomorrow, right? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Your music here has gained popularity with your issues, with your voice against the American government. And here you are selecting Brownsville with immigration. What can we, the locals, like myself, who live in Brownsville, what can we do to help them?
Well, I think it's very important for people that are already active and already very concerned about this to really think about the root of the issues. That's one thing I really try to work on, is helping people understand the deeper causes. This is not just about we have to love one another. This is not just about we have to recognize the humanity of each other. Because it's not. It's not just about if all the racism went away and everyone respected each other as humans, this issue would still be here and the border would still be part of the system. Part of the system. Everyone needs to educate themselves and learn about how the system functions. Right? Economic thing. There are classes involved. Okay, there's a class of people deemed illegals who provide a source of labor for the entire country, and the border can be vibration is to keep them in that class. You have to have an understanding. I think people need to go look at the past history of revolutionary movements, because all the reform movements out there, like the Dream Act right now, I don't think are good enough. They involve militarizing the border, they involve maintaining the structure of the system here, and I think we need to do away with it. I think people need to go and study past histories, learn about revolutionary China, learn about what they actually did. When we talk about the 60s and this country being inspirational, nobody talks about how revolutionary China was an inspiration of the 60s in the United States. We need to learn about those things and then really have some frank conversations about how we can make a revolution. Okay, because these Democrats aren't going to solve the problem. Obama's making it worse.
How so?
Obama's making it worse. Okay, he's militarized the border. He's added more funding to police the border. Okay, he's not done anything with these states that haven't passed these overly fascist laws. He's not opposing it. He's not opposing. He's putting some new faces in his government, and that's a trick. That's a trick to make people feel good when it doesn't mean anything to the person who's crossing, perhaps even right now, not too far away from here, going through hell. And I think a lot of that is a ruse to get people to believe in one part of the system, and at the end of the day, it's not the solution. So I think people need to ask the hard questions about what would a revolution be.
I know that you've talked about 2012 being a shift in our universe, and I know a lot of people talk about the end of the world, and some of us who are a little more enlightened realize that it really just means it's a shift. There's going to be a change of some sort. What kind of change do you think that's going to be?
I do feel like there's a new moment happening right now. I think everyone right now has to realize that everything is going to change. No one can honestly believe right now that, oh, it's just going to keep going and get a little better. Like what's here is not going to last. And so I think that's the beginning of this era, is the era knowing that this is going to end. And the question is, where is it going to go? What's going to happen, and what are we going to do about it to make sure that it goes in the direction? Yeah.
Your music has been coined future rock.
Yeah, we call it. We named it that.
Your song, you've been compared to Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How would you categorize your music? Would you put it in any kind of genre?
I call it future rock.
And what does that mean?
Call it future rock.
You say in that song that you don't want to keep hearing the same sound. What does that mean?
Future rock. All right, future rock means it's rock and roll for the future. Okay, and it's global. We bring in influences and sounds from anywhere and everywhere. But it's rock and roll. We want to make you move. We want to make you sweat. We're gonna get up in your face. We're gonna play with our fingers.
With real music.
We're gonna play with our fingers right here. Real instruments.
And they're very diverse.
That's
Thank
future
you
rock.
very much, Leo. Here
Thank you, I
we
appreciate
conclude our interview with Leo from Outernational here at Galleria 409. Thank you.